Ladies and gentlemen, the Nintendo Switch is full of amazing games. Now, when you think about buying a Switch game, the first thing that comes to mind is probably going and buying a physical version of that game. But there is some Nintendo Switch games that are only digital. You can only find these games on the eShop. That's what we're going to focus on today. In today's video, I'm going to show you some amazing digital-only Switch games that are definitely worth checking out. My name is Robot Joe and I'm your host as always. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, so it turns out one of my subscribers, one of you lovely viewers, are actually the one who recommended this video, and it's a really great idea. I found some really awesome digital-only Switch games, so we're going to check those out. But before we get started, hit like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and let's just get right into it. So the first game I want to talk about is something called Malacca. At least that's how I think it's pronounced. Dive into northern Mexico's breathtaking landscapes in Malacca, a 3D action-adventure game based on the rich indigenous culture of the Tarahumara. Renowned for their impressive running abilities, embark on the journey of a Tarahumara shaman as you fight back the foulness corrupting the land. This game looks beautiful, the gameplay looks amazing, you're diving into Native American culture, and everything about this game just looks remarkable. I never even heard of this game until doing research for this video. I've never heard anybody talk about it. I've never seen it pop up anywhere. This is truly one of the coolest games I think I've ever seen on the Switch. And it turns out it's only digital, so that's why it probably flew under the radar. That being said, definitely check this one out. So a genre I've never really been into myself per se is beat 'em up style games, but this next game changed all that for me. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the complete edition, is the perfect beat 'em up in my opinion. So if you're like me and you're a huge fan of the movie, then seeing this game pop up, it immediately piqued your interest. But it turns out it actually was a pretty freaking good game. The complete edition of this game is what you're getting, so that is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, a remastered version with all of the DLC. You get to play as your favorite characters like Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers, Knives, Steven Stills, and more. Level up and learn new abilities, unlock secret items, modes, and summon powerful allies, and just play one of the best beat 'em up games I think on the Switch, or maybe just in general. Like I said, I'm pretty new to the genre of beat 'em ups, and this was my entry, and this was probably the best way I could have got introduced to the beat 'em up genre. Now let's talk about Don't Starve Together. Don't Starve Together is the standalone multiplayer expansion of the wilderness survival game Don't Starve. Enter a strange and unexplored world full of strange creatures, dangers, and surprises. Gather resources to craft items and structures to match your survival style. Play your way as you unravel the mysteries of this strange land. You can cooperate with your friends in a private game, or take your chances with strangers online. Work with other players to survive the harsh environment, or strike out on your own. Yeah, this game looks amazing, and the first thing that you're probably going to think is it looks like a Tim Burton film. Tim Burton films are pretty badass, so that's all good in my opinion. And yeah, I just love weird and creepy and unusual games. This game is going to want to have you playing more, and it's going to be something you're thinking about when you're not playing it. Yeah, this is a game I would highly recommend for anybody. So this next game, in my opinion, is heavily inspired by old, like top-down Zelda games, but that's not a problem at all. I think it actually enhances that experience and adds on to that genre. I'm talking about Blossom Tales: The Sleeping King. Explore a vast open-world game in a classic action-adventure fashion as Lily, Knight of the Rose. Slash your way through monster-infested dungeons to save the Kingdom of Blossom from eternal darkness. Collect unique weapons, spells, and items during your journey to take down powerful bosses and solve clever puzzles. Be a part of a vivid, dynamic story passed down from your grandfather to grandchildren by influencing the course of the adventure self. So if I'm remembering correctly, you basically play like a story as it's being told. Like your grandfather's telling you a story and you're playing through the story that he's telling. So you kind of get to live the story as he tells it, and I think it's just an amazing concept. Again, this is a must play for anybody on the Nintendo Switch. So games I have talked about in a previous video but are still worth checking out is Toree 3D and Tori 2. So these are just fast-paced platformers, and they're really good. They kind of have like that old school 90s aesthetic to them, which I love. I believe each game has like 9 or 10 levels. Here's the cool thing about this. Not only are these games fun and you're gonna have a good time, each game is full priced at only $1. There's not a lot of stuff left in this world you can get for $1. I don't even think McDonald's has a $1 menu anymore, but you can get 2 full games for $1 a piece. You move around super fast, they're a lot of fun, the aesthetics are cool, and they're $1 each, so definitely check these out. So a game one of you guys recommended to me that I put in a previous video that definitely needs to be on this list is Katana Zero. Katana Zero includes no health bar, and being hit will result in instant death. Your character navigates side-scrolling levels, attempting to kill all enemies in that level using his sword or environmental traps. Your character can deflect bullets with his slash, slowing time with a meter that slowly refills, and dodge attacks using rolls and wall jumps. The game also features a real-time conversation system that players can interrupt. Your adventure will take place in a dystopic Neo city called New Mecca. In this city, a mass-murdering katana-wielding, bathrobe-clad assassin named Subject Zero takes kill contracts from his psychiatrist. So there is a rumor that this game will eventually get a physical copy, and what I could find online is that they're just waiting for the DLC for this game to come out so that they can add that into the physical version, but for the time being, it's only digital. It's a masterpiece. There's no other way I can explain it. Play Katana Zero. So the last game I want to talk about kind of is genre bending, because it's 2D, but it's also 3D, and that's pretty cool. The game is called Fez. Gomez is a 2D creature living in a 2D world, or is he? When the existence of a mysterious third dimension is revealed to him, Gomez is sent out on a journey that will take him to the very end of time and space. Use your ability to navigate 3D structures from 4 distinct classic 2D perspectives. It truly is like a crazy concept. The game is 2D, but when you turn to look at your level or your map from a different angle, the game becomes 3D, but then it's back to 2D, and it doesn't really make sense, but it works so well, and the graphics are just beautiful. They pop right off the screen, and it has you wanting to play more. You keep wondering, what is really going on here? Like, there's a real mystery to be solved, and some way, somehow, they've just captured the perfect game. Unfortunately, it's only digital, but fortunately for you, you now know about this game, and you can go play it. So, ladies and gentlemen, these were some of the best digital games on Nintendo Switch. I hope one of these games looks right for you and you play it and you enjoy it. In the comments below, please let me know your favorite digital-only Switch game. I would love to hear about it and check it out. Remember, if you enjoy gaming news, gaming stories, and Nintendo Switch content, then you are in the right place. So go ahead and hit a like and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. Follow me on Instagram so we can keep the community growing, and you guys know me. I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.